Hi, and welcome back to my channel. It's me, Paper Izzy, and today I'm going to do something a little different. I bought some records from a local place in my city, and so I'm just going to open them up and talk about them, I guess. This first one is Porter Wayne and Dolly Rebecca by Porter Wagner and Dolly Parton. They use their first and middle names as the album title, which is cute. I guess this is a picture of them as youngsters. It's very interesting to see, like the old-timey look of it. I really like. I mean, you know, it's old, but that was super old. Here's the back. There's Porter and Dolly. She looks amazing there. I love that look. Yeah, I really love the album cover and the back and everything. Yeah, dynamic duo of country music, Porter Wayne and Dolly Rebecca, better known as Porter Wagner and Dolly Parton, are the dynamic duo of country music. There is there is magic in the air when these two brilliant artists perform together. It is a magic born of their intensity, realism, and projection. For the beholder, it is excitement, for in magic's way, a bit of the stardust they create is wafted to settle on every listener. From humble roots, by dint of talent and love, Porter and Dolly have rightly become America's #1 pair in country music. This album captures them at their very best. Bob Ferguson. I don't know who the hell Bob Ferguson is. Oh, he's the producer. Yeah. It is from 1970, so that's wild. This album came out the year my mother was born. Yeah. Let's take that out of the little plastic sleeve, shall we? Okay, so it does not open up, which is fine. You know, the record is a record. It looks like a record. So, I don't recognize any of the songs on this. 40 Miles from Poplar Bluff, Tomorrow is Forever, Just Someone I Used to Know, Each Season Changes You, We Can't Let This Happen to Us, Mindy Never Sleeps, Silver Sandals, No Love Left, It Might As Well Be Me, Run That By Me One More Time, and I'm Wasting Your Time and You're Wasting Mine. Interesting. The longest song on the album is 2 minutes and 47 seconds. 40 Miles from Poplar Bluff. I cannot wait to listen to this. Porter Wagner, if you don't know, is who she wrote the song I Will Always Love You about, because she left the Porter Wagner show, and you know, there was a whole thing. The next record I picked up is John Anderson's Tokyo, Oklahoma, and Gals, You're Not Ready for this album cover. Like, isn't this nuts? It is so... It's funny. Okay, it's funny. Here's the back cover. Ooh, I really... I really am excited to listen to this one. John Anderson is someone that my dad would always listen to when I was younger. It's country music as well. I don't know if you could get that from this, but it's very country. This one came out in 1985, so that's exciting. I cannot wait to listen to it. The songs on it are It's All Over Now, I've Got Me a Woman, Down in Tennessee, Tokyo, Oklahoma, a little rock and roll, and some country blues. Till I Get Used to the Pain, 12-bar blues, Even a Fool Would Let Go, Willie's Gone, and Only Your Love. Yeah, I'm really excited to listen to this. Let's take it out of the sleeve. Nothing special on the inside. Record is just the record. You know, obviously, I don't expect there to be a lot inside, because I mean, this is a lot. So, it does have its own little protective sleeve here, which is cool. I like that. That's cool. I wonder if this other one has that kind of protective sleeve with something on it. That's something I didn't look at. I'm flopping. Nope. Just a protective sleeve. It may have came with something else, but right now this is just the anti-static, non-scratching, archival quality. One of the vinyls I have is Light's album. What was her third album? Little Machines. That album warped in the heat, so now it doesn't play. I love that for me. This next one is also a John Anderson record, All the People Are Talking. Very cool. John Anderson is here. He's kind of hot. He's kind of hot. In like a weird way. He kind of looks like if I had long hair. and no glasses. We might almost look alike. Let's see. The songs on this one are All the People Are Talking, Blue Lights and Bubbles, Haunted House, Look What Followed Me Home, Black Sheep, Let Somebody Else Drive, An Occasional Eagle, Things Ain't Been the Same Around the Farm, Call on Me, and Old Mexico. Interesting. Let's take it out and see what goodies we might be able to find. This one, definitely out of all of them, I feel like it's the most wear and tear on it, maybe. But, I mean, it's an old album. This one is from 1983, so this is even older than his other one. Nope, nothing that amazing on it, which is cool. There's a little signature on it. I guess that's whoever owned it originally. Okay, it's not going back there very easy. Come on, thing. Go back in there. Anyways, country albums, and I cannot wait to listen to them. I guess I will listen to them and be back to let y'all know what I think. Yeah, I definitely like being able to record some of these like more like music themed videos, because music is such a big part of like what inspires me to do art and everything, and it's just something enjoyable. So not a CD, obviously, but yeah. So I'm gonna listen to these vinyls, and I guess I will see y'all in a minute. Okay, so I just got done listening to Porter Wayne and Dolly Rebecca, and honestly, in every sense of the phrase classic country music, this is classic country music. Um, from the instrumentation, like the harmonies, delightful. I love the harmonies. Porter Wagner, honestly, he doesn't have the best voice in the world. It's fine. It's okay. But Dolly is obviously like the shining star of everything she's on, so, obviously. My favorite songs, or at least the ones that stood out to me, were Mindy Never Sleeps, which is the last song on side one. It's sort of like a classic tale of like a rebellious teenager like getting in with the wrong crowd, and at the end, the whole song they're saying Mindy never sleeps, and then at the end they're like, Mindy, please don't go to sleep, like don't die from drugs probably, whatever. But it really stood out, like it's classic country storytelling. And then side two, Silver Sandals, was the first song, and that's also another like big like storytelling song about probably it's like Porter and Dolly are parents, again singing to their child who was apparently like I guess disabled their whole life. Talking about walking on crutches, and now she's in heaven, and she's she has silver sandals, and it's pretty. It's kind of like it kind of came out of nowhere. I was like, oh my god, that's really sad, even though it was right after the other sad one. After that, the last two songs on the album, or the second to last song on the album, rather, is the other one that stood out to me, Run That By Me One More Time. It's very funny. They're just being silly on it, and I really enjoy it. I love hearing Dolly talk, like, period. She's, like, her voice, just her speaking voice, her singing voice, all of it is beautiful, and I just really love to hear it. And it's sort of a goofy one. Like I said, this is a classic country album. It's a classic country experience. And it's funny how Cowboy Carter just came out a few weeks ago, and to see how much country music has changed and how the influences are different. And even like you can hear a bit of like like how Mexican music has a certain sound, like you can hear a lot of those sounds in it, and I really love that. Just that sonic landscape is really nice. So it's a really good album. I like it. It's a little, it's a little yeehaw, a little a little corny, but that's okay. It's really old country music, and I love it. I have a soft spot for it, and so I really like it. So on to the next one, I guess. All right, I'm back. I'm sorry, I got really tired of dealing with my shitty ass tripod, so we're just doing it like old school. So the album Tokyo, Oklahoma is interesting. It's definitely old, but I really like it. I think, like I said, it's from what is this one, 1985. So you can definitely tell it's from 1985. But I think about like the late 80s, mid late 80s to like the 90s is probably about like the kind of country music that I grew up with, because that's what my dad was listening to. And honestly, that's one of the reasons like I wish I would have kids one day, just so I can like see how my music taste affects their music taste. Obviously, I'm not having kids because of that. That's stupid. But it would be interesting to see. My favorite songs on here is probably Down in Tennessee. It's pretty, it's kind of sad. Same thing with Till I Get Used to the Pain. I mean, all the songs, they're okay. Is it my favorite album of all time? Not necessarily, but I think it's a cute album. The song Tokyo, Oklahoma has definitely not aged very well. Not to be too woke, but I think some of the I think it came from a good place. I think it's sweet. I think it's cute. I just think that it's definitely a product of its time, and if it was recorded today, it would need a little updating. But I liked some of the sonic directions it went into. It's good to know that country bumpkins have always been obsessed with Japanese culture, so that's nice to know. It gives me hope for my life. Yeah, there's some different, different sonic variations within the album. There's definitely some blues. Obviously, two of the songs have blues in the title, which, blues, I'll say, isn't like my favorite genre of music. Like, I have to be in the mood to listen to it, but I like it. John Anderson's voice is very nostalgic for me, so I really like listening to it. And for an album that's like 40 years old, I think it's pretty good. So definitely, if you would like to listen to something like 40-year-old country music that is maybe a little questionable sometimes, I would definitely give it a listen. But I definitely find it a bit superior to what country is doing nowadays, because right now I feel like it's in a bad spot. This at least seems more, what's the word, authentic to like what he wanted to do and what he was feeling, unlike now, which is very pandering. I think he mentioned a tractor in I've Got Me a Woman, and that was it. And it's not, it's not like how it is nowadays. It's very pandering and just like, ugh. But I like the album, so let's go on to the next one I have by him, and I'll see y'all in just a few minutes, and we'll wrap this up. All right, well, that was the last album. All the People Are Talking by John Anderson. It's probably my least favorite of the three. It's not terrible by any means. I like Blue Lights and Bubbles and Haunted House, which is a cover, which I know from a Halloween CD that I had when I was a kid. So, I mean, it's not, like I said, it's not a terrible album. I like Let Somebody Else Drive. It's a nice little don't drink and drive anthem, so it's kind of cheesy, but I like it. And really, that's about it. An Occasional Eagle is nice sonically. It just, a lot of it wasn't really resonating, so, like, I really didn't pay too much attention to some of the lyrics. But I really like some of the stuff, but overall it's not my favorite. But I'm glad I have it in my collection. It was only $8, and I'm glad I have it. So yeah, that was it. All right, so I felt bad just leaving the video at just reviews, and I wanted to add some artwork to it. So this one is for a little rock and roll and some country blues off the Tokyo, Oklahoma album. Yeah, I got inspired by the blue sticky note, and that's kind of what drove me to start doing some artwork for him. I really like kind of the abstract cubist vibe of this one, and it's blue. It's cute. I like it. Sorry. The next one is for Mindy Never Sleeps. The inspiration is truly just Mindy, Princess Mindy from the SpongeBob movie, the original one in 2004. I just wanted to make her sort of like look like rebellious, so I gave her like a skull t-shirt and like a choker. And I mean, it's cute, it's simple, but that's the song that really, I guess, stuck out to me the most. Same thing with maybe that's the first thing I thought of. And then for the last one, it's for Blue Lights and Bubbles off the other record I reviewed. I can't remember the name right now. I'm so sorry, but it's some bubbles and some lights, and it's on a blue sticky note. So I mean, it's a different blue than that one, though. I don't know. I just really like it. Added some sticky notes into the sketchbook. This is my little doodle of the Fortnite Taylor Swift drawing I did. It was just sort of a sketch idea. And then this one I did while I was on the register at work for 1,000 Miles by Vanessa Carlton. I really like that song, and I just wanted to doodle it. So there you go. Here's some doodles for the albums I reviewed, and some little extras. Woo! So just let me know what you thought about this YouTube video, if you like me doing more old album reviews and like records and stuff. So yeah, but make sure to like and subscribe for more of this kind of stuff and more human generated art, and I'll talk to you later. Adios, amigos.